Hello everyone. This is going to be a 200 Q&A test. Plaintiff attorney is Mr. Uven, U-V-E-N. Defense attorney is Mr. Garner, G-A-R-N-E-R. Again, plaintiff attorney Mr. Uven, U-V-E-N. Defense attorney is Mr. Garner, G-A-R-N-E-R. This is going to start off with defense attorney. Ready? Have you consumed any drugs within the last 24 hours? Yes, I have. And what was that? It's a generic drug for Xanax. I don't remember the name. Okay, and when did you take that? It was last night. And was there anything else? I took Motrin this morning. Okay, is there anything else? No, that's it. And do you believe any of those would impair your ability to testify today? No. Okay, do you have any medical or mental condition that would impair your ability to testify today? No, I don't. Do you understand the question? Is there any reason you wouldn't be able to testify today? No, what? I'm sorry, I don't understand the question, the mental defect, or is there anything that's going on mentally so bad that you can't answer the questions, or, oh no, there's nothing, sorry about that. Okay, please state your name for the record and spell it for the court reporter. Valerie, V-A-L-E-R-I-E, Lori, L-O-R-I, Terrace, T-E-R-R-A-C-E. Thank you. Have you ever gone by any other name? Yes, my previous name was Manton. What was that? It is Manton, M-A-N-T-O-N. This was your maiden name? That is correct, yes. Okay, and what is your date of birth? 11/14/69. And where were you born? Pasadena, California. That's where I live. Okay. Let's see if we can go off the record, back on the record. Is your driver's license active or suspended at this time? It is active. Back off the record, back on the record. Okay. What is your current residence? 2905 East Yucca Street, Ontario, California, 91653. Is that a house or an apartment? It's a townhouse. A townhouse, okay. And do you own or rent? I rent it. Okay, how long have you lived there? For approximately 3 years. And who lives at that house with you? Myself, my son, my daughter, and my grandson. And how old is your son? My son is 24 years old. And how old is your daughter? She is 27 years old. And how old is your grandson? He is 9 months. 9 months. Congratulations. Thank you. Are they the only ones that have lived at that address with you? Has anybody else ever lived there with you? Just my mother on occasion and my brother on occasion. When was the last time that either one of them lived with you? Well, I don't even want to say lived. They often would come stayed with me for a time, yeah. Has that happened in the recent past? Maybe a little, maybe a year and a half ago. Okay, is there anyone else who has stayed with you? It was a year ago. But is there anyone else? No, that's it. Okay, great. Now just generally tell me prior to that where you lived. I don't remember the address, but it was on Brock Way. Is that in Ontario? It is in Pasadena. Is that spelled P-A-S-A-D-E-N-A? Yes, it is. Are you talking about Brock or Pasadena? Okay, the street. Oh, that is B-R-O-C-K. Okay, was that a house or an apartment? It's a townhouse. And did you rent that too? Yes, I did. And do you know how long you lived there approximately? It was approximately 10 years. Okay, all right, that's good. Just generally tell me prior to that what cities you lived in. Just Pasadena. Pasadena, okay. What about before that? I lived in Rialto before that. Okay, great, all right. And just briefly describe for me your education. I have a bachelor's degree in sociology with a concentration in social work. And where did you get that? What school? I went to Cal State Northridge. Do you have any other types of education or training? I have a paralegal certificate from Cypress College. Where is that? Is Cypress College in Cypress? Yes, Cypress, California, and I also have a stenographer certificate from Cypress College. And that's in Cypress? Yes, that is in the city of Cypress. I also have an AA from Mount Sac. You have an AA from where? Mount San Antonio College, Mount Sac. Please, when you have abbreviations, make sure the court reporter knows the full name. And your certificates are all current and ready to go, or I don't know how that works if you have to keep them updated. Do you know? Yes, my certificates are current. Okay, is it a certificate that you passed? Yeah, it's a certificate of completion. Okay, do you have any other types of training or technical training that you've taken? No, that's it. Okay, and have you ever filed a civil lawsuit before, like something, or sometimes it's for injury in a car accident, a fall in a grocery store, or that type of thing? Yes, I do. And what and when was that? It was a car accident that I was involved in. Okay, and when was that? I believe it was in 1993. And what happened in that accident? Someone crashed into me and hit my vehicle. Was this from behind, the side, or the front? It was from the side. From the side, okay, and where exactly did you get injured? I believe it was my neck and my shoulders. And how did you get treatment for that accident? Yes, I did. Where did you go? Strike that. Were you taken by ambulance from the scene of the accident, or did you drive yourself home? I don't understand what you mean. I'm sorry. Are you asking me if I drove away after the accident? Well, when the accident occurred, were you taken away by ambulance, or did you drive home on your own? No, I was not taken via ambulance. Then did you go to the doctor yourself after that accident happened? Yes, I did. I went after that day. Okay, who did you go see? Who was the doctor's name? I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. That's okay. Was it through your work health benefits provider? Well, an attorney referred me. So you went through an attorney, okay? Yes, an attorney helped me out. Do you remember what city that was in? It was in Pasadena. In Pasadena, okay. And do you remember how many times, how much you treated, or for how long you treated with the doctor? Oh, maybe 2 or 3 months. It was maybe about 3 months, 3 or 4 months. And do you remember what they did for you? They gave me warm and cold packs. Okay, anything else? Is that all that they did for you? I am not exactly sure what it's called, but they did some type of TENS maybe, or nerve stimulation. Was it like a TENS unit type of thing? Yes, that was it. Did you fully recover from that accident, or did you have some residual disability? I fully recovered eventually. Did you get any kind of a settlement for that? Yes, I did. And do you remember how much it was for? I think it was around $9,000 or something close to that. Do you remember the name of the attorney? No, I'm sorry, I don't. I can't remember his name. Was he in Pasadena too, or somewhere close by that? No, he wasn't close by me. Do you remember what city he was in? I think it was Los Angeles. He was in LA? Yes, because I remember driving in the traffic when I had to go there. Okay, any other civil suits you filed for any other injury, car accidents, or anything of that nature? Not that I can remember or think of, no. Okay, great. All right, we can move on then. Now, this would be a good time to just real briefly go over your work history. You can start from now and go back, or from maybe out of high school and come forward. Oh boy, you want me to go that far back? If you could just briefly go over it generally, that would be great. Let's go for the first one immediately before the Rancon Real Estate. Is that okay, Council? Okay, let's start with the Rancon Real Estate. When did you start working there? I started working there in 2004. Okay, was that a full-time or a part-time job? I worked full-time at Rancon. And what was your job title there at Rancon? I was an executive secretary. Okay, and who was your supervisor there? Her name is Beth Flanders. Okay, Beth Flanders. Do you know how to spell that? I believe it's Flanders. And can you, I guess I'll ask it now, just briefly describe your duties when you started at Rancon? Well, when I started, I was hired as the Executive Secretary 1 for the agents in sales, but I was also the Executive Secretary for the other agents in rentals. Do you know what that means? Or do you remember the names of the agents that were there? Oh no, there were several agents in the office. There was a constant flow of incoming agents, and others would leave to work for another company. And how long did that last that you were working for the sales and the rentals? Well, until December 2014. And then you were just doing the sales after that? Well, in 2012, I believe it was 2012, maybe 2013, I also became the board secretary in addition to those other duties that I mentioned. And then did you keep your other job being the executive secretary for the other two? Yes, I worked in all 3 of those areas at the same time or concurrently. Okay, is that up to date to the present date of today? No, as of January 2014, those duties changed. Well, I just work for Rancon Real Estate now. As of January of what year? As of January 2015, yes. Okay, and tell me what your job duties entails. What exactly do you do on a typical day? Well, at the present time, my duties have changed a lot over the years, so it's hard to explain it. Okay, let's go back then to the time of your injury around August of 2014 to August of 2015. Around that time, what were and immediately preceding that, what were your duties? Let's start between August 2014 and August 2015. Is that okay with you, Council? Okay, all right, that's fine. So August 2014, my primary duties was that of the board secretary. Okay, and what did that entail? Okay, so you want to know what I did? Yes, describe kind of what you did on a daily basis at your job. Where do I start? It's a lot. Okay, so my duties as a board secretary, I prepared for our board meetings. How did you prepare? I would compile our board reports, so I would print all of the staff reports, compile them into binders. I reviewed the agenda, I reviewed staff reports. I occasionally did staff reports, created staff reports. Occasionally, how often would that be? The staff reports, when requested, it's hard to say, not that often. Once a month, once a week, once a year, maybe 2 times a year, 2 times a year. I gathered the materials for our board meetings, so once the binders were complete, I'd have to put them into tubs, and once they were in the tubs, I'd have to put them into a dolly or onto a dolly, along with the presentation equipment, the projector, and the laptop. Okay. So we have quite a long word list. There are some proper nouns that have been spelled in the transcript. So Brock Way, Valerie Laurie Terrace, and Manton have all been spelled for you in the transcript. Okay, so we've got Xanax, capital Xanax. Pasadena, capital Pasadena. Ontario, capital Ontario. Rialto, capital Rialto. Yucca Street, capital Yucca. Street, capital Street. Cypress College, capital Cypress. And then capital C on college. When they refer to the tens unit, tens is going to be capital T, capital E, capital N, capital S. No periods, no spaces, but all caps. Cal State Northridge, capital CAL space, capital STATE space. Northridge, capital NORTHRIDGE. Northridge is one word. And then they do refer to Los Angeles as LA, so it's going to be capital A, period, capital A, period. Los Angeles, capital LOS space, capital ANGELES. Mount Sac, capital M, lowercase t, period, space, and then Sac is capital S, capital A, capital C. All uppercase, no periods. And then we've got Mount San Antonio College. That's going to be capital MOUNT space, capital SAN space. Antonio, capital ANTONIO space, and then capital C on college. Rancon Real Estate, capital RANCON space, capital REAL space, capital ESTATE. And that concludes our word list for the 200 test. Good luck.